toll on our leaders in Operation Transformation tomorrow night. That's at 8:30. But now, it's Shortland Street.
I promise you, once I get my consultant position, I'll be out of Luke Deville's reach.
One titanium socket and
We're good to go with the old ball and socket. I checked them back in my exam.
Isaac replaced his patient's hip with a stainless steel ball and a titanium socket. There is no way I can now offer you the consultant position.
How screwed am I?
You? What about your patient? How the hell did you get the prostheses mixed up?
Bella's father was in here asking about my prospects. I caught him fiddling with a thermometer, but he must have mixed up the hip joints.
Why didn't you check the labels in theatre?
I picked them up the way I set them out. I didn't think I needed to check again.
And you didn't let your scrub nurse check them because, as always, you were impatient to get started.
Mrs. Beattie is elderly. The less time she's out, the better for her recovery.
Yeah, very considerate.
Okay, so I miss out on the consultant's position.
For the foreseeable, yes.
But does this need to go larger? I mean, if I apologise to the patient...
I have to report this. It'll go to subcommittee.
Where I'll have your support, I hope.
I thought you were making real progress. I thought you were ready to step up, but this stuff up is inexcusable. You've not learnt at all from your past mistakes. Once again, you were too cocky by half and you failed to take the necessary care. So no, you will not have my support.
That's for me. How about you?
Same. You are going to get me into trouble, you.
That is supposed to be my line. Anyways, we were careful.
Oh, no. That's my partner. I can get the sack for this.
Yes, yeah.
No.
Yes. Oh, hi.
Hi.
I was just taking my break. Fresh air, all that. Nice out then. I just hate air conditioning, don't you? Yeah, it's ironic, really. I mean, unhealthy things, air conditioners, and here we are, a hospital breathing God knows what up in the cooling tower. Well, nice chatting to you. You have a good shift.
All good? Yeah. Bit breezy, mate. Oh, yeah. Whoops.
here's Jill's new swipe card if she's around.
She should have been back 10 minutes ago. She might still be in the staff room.
No, I just came from there.
Where have you been?
Staff room, lunch.
Sophie informs me she's just checked there. Whatever. No more getting back late. It lets the patients down and the rest of us who have to cover for you.
Thanks a bunch.
Here's a new swipe card. So what do you think?
I think you're doing exactly what I would do.
It's a pretty big tender to go for.
You're obviously feeling very confident in the job.
I'm just filling in till you're back on deck. You know that.
It's what you told me, certainly.
I'm here asking your opinion, aren't I?
Yeah, look, I'm for it. Better we take on neuro services than Central. They're very big, but on the other hand, we might need to expand.
Correct. We're looking at an additional wing, probably expanding into the south car park plus one more theatre.
Only one?
Well, we'd be cutting back on our existing surgical commitments.
How did Chris take that?
I haven't told him yet.
Oh, pity I won't be there to see that one.
I'll get back to you as soon as I know more. Meantime, you're happy I move on this?
Yeah, absolutely. You're in a very good position. If things work out, you'll get the credit. If not, I'll be picking up the pieces.
I'm not looking for credit on any of this. It's either a good idea you approve or it's not.
You know I approve. And it's good to know you're putting the hospital ahead of any personal attachments.
I'm just doing my job.
Hey, how did the post-surgery debrief of Chris go? Did you get the big tick of approval?
Not exactly. An idiot messed with the implants. As a result, my patient has a half titanium, half steel hip joint.
I did want to check.
Well, you should have.
You told me they were okay.
If you'd done your job properly, that woman wouldn't be facing another operation and I wouldn't be out of a career.
Enough! I've heard from Chris what happened, and I will not tolerate my nurses being spoken to in that way. On your bike.
Thanks.
Don't thank me. He's absolutely correct. If you'd done your job, an elderly lady wouldn't be up for an unnecessary operation.
I tried to do my job. He told me not to bother.
I'm sorry, you let a doctor tell you your job? You let a doctor stop you from caring for a patient. Exactly. Your name will be on that incident form too.
How'd you do?
Had another run-in with that cow, you know. What's her face, Jane?
Jill.
Whatever. She had a go at me because I accidentally made Vasa realise that she was late back from lunch. I just asked where she was, and then she was like...
I'd be stroppy too if Vasa had a go at me. She's scary.
Why are you defending Jill?
I was just saying, she's okay once you get to know her.
If you're a guy who wants to sleep with her, then maybe. Yeah, I'm sure she's really easy to get to know.
I give up.
How's your planning going for the mediation?
Well, we think we've got a good case.
You know, you should really do your homework, because I know that she has.
We're just asking for what's fair.
Fear doesn't come into it. You need to know you've got leverage, otherwise she'll just smile and shake your hand and ignore everything you say.
She's that bad.
Telling you, babe, you need to be ready to rumble. Re the thefts, you need to liaise with security. Okay, I'll do it first thing in the morning. Talk to Keith before you go today. Divvy up the tapes and get a copy of his watch list. You'll need an extra set of eyes to assist you if you can't find anyone reliable. Bella will do. Right.
Boy, she says jump and you say how high.
Put up with her to stay close, and then when she slips up, I'll be here to document it.
Chris can't deny you the consultant position over this, can he?
He can and will.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of anyone being knocked back before.
Well, in orthopedics, I think it'll be a first.
I can't believe you didn't check.
I did. Murray messed it up. Plus, the nurses and theatre didn't do the right thing.
Honestly, Isaac, you're a train wreck.
Thank you for your support.
I've given you nothing but support, and you've given us nothing but trouble. All because you were chasing a few extra dollars.
It's the other good news. Regaining control of my trust fund was dependent on becoming a consultant.
Oh, Isaac.
Yeah.
You are an idiot. You only have yourself to blame for all of this, and you know it.
Thank you, Brooke. Consider me down and kicked. Unless you want to inflict any more pain, I won't hold you up.
I thought you were tougher than this. Enjoy your wallowing.
Did she try and get back with you?
Something like that.
Oh, I'm guessing from her expression you turned her down.
Why would I do otherwise when I've got you?
Oh, I feel so lucky. You are brilliant and clever, and you won't let a little mistake get in the way of what you want.
Right now, I just want you.
We can't. Not here.
Then let's go.
Rachel is plotting something with the DHB, but she won't tell me what. Need to know basis.
Well, that is her prerogative, darling.
Well, it must be something bad, or else she'd tell.
Look, I know you're worried, but don't be. Everything is fine.
Not while she's running the place.
Okay, Rachel came by this afternoon and told me what she's planning. Everything.
Really? And what is she planning?
I can't tell you. Not yet. But she asked for and got my approval.
She's playing games.
Possibly, but I will be the judge of that. Look, I'm not a complete idiot.
No, because I'm beginning to think that you still care for her.
Whether I do or whether I don't, I can fend for myself.
See you for lunch?
As long as you're not slipping away to update Callum on the latest stapler crisis.
You're jealous. Silly, but nice. Bye, guys.
See you. Was that your tennis coach?
His nose really is that big.
When it rains, the whole class takes shelter underneath it.
Come on, guys, get your skates on.
Good morning, all.
Good morning. Isn't it just? Okay, boys, that's you out of here.
See ya.
Bye.
Time for breakfast.
Oh, sorry, I'd better run. Bye, Dr. Warner.
Oh, we didn't make too much noise last night.
What are you doing, Isaac? 5 minutes ago, you were trying to win back Brooke.
What can I say? The ladies love me. I love the ladies.
As for the PDA, the boys get enough of that from trash television.
What's wrong with a bit of honest lust, huh?
Honest, it wasn't. I don't know what game you're playing, but it's childish.
I'd say childish was getting revenge by denying me the consultant position.
Revenge for what?
Zoe, steal one of your women, you're still huffy about it.
I will support you becoming a consultant when you grow up. And I expect you to see your patient first thing. Try Googling the words caring and sincere before you go in.
I'm sure we'll be talking again soon.
We certainly will.
Sorry, fellas. Now we fight.
Looks like it.
You said she wouldn't negotiate, and she didn't.
She gave us coffee and biscuits, let us say our piece, and then told us we'd all be sacked if we didn't upskill.
So what now?
Strike?
Strike. We signed contracts as orderlies. We fulfilled that contract in good faith. They can't force us to do a different job entirely.
Yeah, it's the nurses who should be caring for the patients, not the orderlies.
What about the training that they're giving you?
It's a joke. I reckon we should get the nurses' union on side.
Well, except some of them like the extra help.
Only because there's too few nurses.
What happens if we lose the strike?
We'll be out of a job.
Hang tough. Rachel's a bully, but if you don't fight, you don't win.
You're a box of fluffies this morning.
I am. I have moved on from a complete liar to a complete gentleman. And for once in my life, I've done the right thing.
Go you. Hey, how's it going, Union boy?
Ah, not so hot. It looks like we'll have to strike.
Oh, scary.
Tell me about it.
Well, we all hope you win. Sucks that you're being forced into patient care, but it's our job.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to save money.
Yeah, never mind the cost of patients. Well, keep at it. You're doing great.
We will. Thanks.
She's still trying it on, I see.
No, we were just talking about the strike.
And that warrants a hug, yeah.
Seriously, Sophie, lighten up, okay?
Just put it in the in tray, thanks.
You're working too hard, young lady.
Only until Callum gets back.
Well, then you'll be working twice as hard doing your job and his.
This looks yum, thank you.
So, what's the latest?
Actually, we're tendering to be the lead neurosurgical service provider.
Wow, against who? Central?
Definitely Central, St Cath's, maybe.
Oh, good stuff. We just keep growing.
The downside is if we win, it'll come at a slight cost, at least in the short term, to your department.
Ah, the sting in the tail.
I'm balancing the interests of the entire hospital here.
Hey, no need to explain. I know the job.
Well, long term, I hope I can pull back any loss to you. Meantime, we stand to gain wards and a new theatre.
I'd love to be there when you tell Mackay about your latest stroke of genius.
Actually, I have already yesterday.
His reaction?
He gave me the green light.
You get to go ahead and do something that he will take the credit for.
It's not like that.
Oh, we're all one big happy family, are we? No I and team.
He's still CEO. He needs to be kept up with the play.
And you still prop him up.
I'm just doing my job.
You'd be the only one who believes that. Rachel, it's getting embarrassing the way you're still protecting him. After what's happened, you honestly think he's grateful?
Rachel is forcing the orderlies to go on strike. No, she pretended to listen before telling them to go to hell. Fine, I'm exaggerating for effect, but the point still stands. She didn't negotiate in good faith. Will you stop defending her? She doesn't deserve your support. No, I'm trying to protect you. Fine, I tried. I'll see you later. Bye.
What's going on?
I think that Dad might still be in love with Rachel. Apparently, she can do no wrong.
After what she did to him? I'm kind of impressed.
He's still on massive doses of painkiller. It's affected his judgment.
Or it's unconditional love. Noble old Dad, eh?
He's not noble. He's early Alzheimer's. What she did to him personally, she's now doing to him professionally. And he seems to think... Skank. Seriously, like, no guy is safe with her around.
Man, you've got it in for the whole human race, haven't you?
That's good. I can see why Callum said yes to it.
You can live with the drawbacks?
Well, I could if you were CEO, which you could be if you let all and sundry know that this is your idea.
I didn't do this for glory.
No, you did it because it'll keep Callum looking vaguely competent when everyone else, including the DHB, knows he isn't.
I only care that my hospital is resourced and thriving.
My hospital?
The hospital. Whatever.
Your dad weaned you on this place. It's in your blood. You're right. It is your hospital.
I'm just as happy to be 2IC.
I'll remind you of that when Callum is back making the decisions. And you won't be a team anymore. You're no longer his partner. He doesn't have to share his every thought with his 2IC.
I have faith in him to make the right decisions anyway.
Rubbish. And we all know it. And he knows you're the better CEO, and he will hate every second he has to go on working with you. Meanwhile, you will watch him make one lousy call after another.
It's not that bad.
Okay, hypothetical. Callum's found wandering the car park with his trousers round his ankles. He's sacked, and you are offered CEO. Would you take it?
I'd think about it.
Would you take it?
In a heartbeat.
This is ridiculous. What are we even supposed to be looking for?
Thieves.
Right, and they'll be the ones wearing the balaclavas, carrying the sack-marked swag.
Boy, that would sure make it easier. Ooh.
What?
Suspect, a man wearing a hoodie.
She is wearing a scarf.
Right.
This is security's job, not ours.
I think it's quite cool, really. Girl detectives.
Neato.
Oh, what's Jill doing?
Well, rewind.
I didn't know Jill was seeing George.
I don't think seeing quite covers what her and George just did. And in an ambulance. Well, well.
The joint we used is made of titanium, whereas the ball is stainless steel. Now, the difference in metals creates a very tiny electric current, which unfortunately corrodes the metal.
It rusts?
So what should have lasted 20 years is likely to only last one. I can't stay in, I'm afraid. Obviously, we are liable, and as surgeon, I take full responsibility for the mistake that was made. And we'll give you any assistance you require in making a complaint, by the way. You have every right to feel frustrated and angry. I know I am.
I have to have another operation?
More than likely within the next 3 months. I recognise the distress you both must be feeling.
How did this happen?
Well, the mix-up happened outside of theatre, but the checking procedures failed at one crucial point. Again, I take full responsibility. I am the one you must blame. Now, I'll leave you to think this over while I organise the next operation. For what it's worth, the second op will be shorter and much simpler. And I give you my word, there won't be so much as a misplaced gore swab in my theatre when you're in my care. What happened will never happen again.
How'd it go?
As well as could be expected. Told them it was my fault. Explained how to make a complaint and how we'd fix things.
Are they angry?
Amazingly understanding. Maybe the anger will come later.
Maybe. I'll take this in. Meet you at Mrs. Carmichael.
Do you think they'll make a formal complaint?
With my luck, virtually guaranteed.
Just a heads up, Jane.
Jill.
When you drag your next guy into a quiet corner, there are these little things called security cameras.
Meaning?
Well, you might get off on the excitement of bonking in a public place, but I'm not too sure that it meets the health and safety regulations doing it in an ambulance.
Oh, God.
Which is probably what you were saying just minutes before the cameras picked you up, coming out the back, doing up your top.
Oh, did you spend your spare time watching security footage, do you?
No. Although, I am wondering how much footage there is of you and your men lurking in the quieter corners of the hospital.
Okay, look, is this going to go any further?
Like I said, if you and George want to have it off in your lunchtime in parked vehicles, I couldn't really care less.
Is this why you were late? You'll be getting a formal warning for this, which I suspect won't be your last. See me at the end of your shift.
Happy?
The money side of this looks very feasible.
Even if it's tight, having the unit up and running will give us leverage with the DHB.
Even the ministry, if they want a centre of excellence for neurosurgery, then we'll be it.
Allowing us to ratchet up funding toward the end of the second financial year.
That kind of rat cunning I can only aspire to.
You look tired.
Yeah, I am tired. I'm tired of burns dressings, I'm tired of painkillers, and I'm tired of sitting around like a leper while the rest of the world moves on without me. Would you like a cuppa?
No, thank you. I'm supposed to be meeting Chris for lunch.
Hey, you haven't told me how the mediation with the orderlies went.
Badly. They're considering strike action.
Ah, well, if you need to talk strategy, you know where I am.
Yeah. I know where you are. I better go. Take care.
Hello. Oh. Oh, what's with the footage?
The Witch Queen has got me doing half of security's job.
Catching the thief. Can't say I fancy your chances. I mean, what are the odds of actually catching someone in the act?
I caught that slapper Jill in the act.
Hey?
Not thieving. Shagging one of your offsiders, George, in an ambulance. I know. Can you believe it? I mean, firstly, ooh, and secondly, why would any sane guy even touch her? I mean, do they make full-body condoms?
It's good to get these insights from you, Soph, someone of your worldly wisdom.
Well, she got a formal warning for it too, so flirt while you can, because I doubt that she'll be working here for that much longer.
And you'll make sure of that, will you?
It's not my fault she is the way she is. Maybe they should make a special hospital where people like Rachel and Jill can go and not bother the rest of the world.
Not bother you, you mean?
Oh, come on. You hate Rachel just as much as I do.
No, I don't. I don't like what she did, but Dad's no angel, and it's really none of our business. I like Rachel.
Hunter.
And I like Jill, which is why I'm going out with her tonight.
After I just told you about her and George.
It wasn't George in the ambulance with her, it was me.
You're kidding.
No.
Hunter, she's gross.
Why do you care? I thought you'd be happy that she's into me. It puts paid to your paranoid delusions that she's into Daniel.
Like I said, anything with legs, and
Look,
she's...
if I didn't know any better, I'd think you're a misogynist.
I am not.
Rachel is all things evil. Jill's not far behind, no matter what your brother or your boyfriend think. No, they must all be wrong, and Dad must be wrong to want to work with Rachel. You are the only one with a problem here, Sophie. No one else, just you.
Back with the brand new series, Rosie returns causing a headache for some in Devious Maids tonight over on RTE2 at 8:05. Stay with us now though, it's Doctors after the break.